And for the benefit of those of you who don't know, my name's Amy Webber. This is my second ever one-woman show. Okay, listen up, guys. I've got a story. I was born a bastard in Derbyshire, and age 5 my family moved to Japan because my mum and dad were English teachers in Kobe, and that's where my love for being different began. We moved back when I was 10 and I could speak Japanese, but in my school quoting Hello Kitty didn't get clout, so I started singing and dancing like every other teenage girl. In a desperate attempt to stand out, I made a microphone out of toilet roll and tinfoil, and I used to sing with it on the playground. Watch this. Me there. I wanted to be different. I'm singing live. I wanted to be different. Yeah. Age 18, I moved to Manchester for a useless opera degree. I didn't like classical music, but I enjoyed dressing up. Spent 40 grand, but it wasn't for me. I filled my 20s doing teaching and doing men. Creative endeavours came to a stop. Then I started having therapy and making better friends. And then I did a master's in pop. Okay, you ready? Let's go. Why not? I thought I'd be a pop star. I thought I'd be a pop star. Yeah. In my last show, I was looking for a job. I'm still getting my career on track. And I had an existential crisis in 2024. I took some time out, but now I'm back. My name is Amy Webber. I used to wanna be a star, 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 but I got a new show this, yeah. So put your hands up in the air. Put your hands in the air. All right. Oh my God, get them back up. All right. Thank you. So recently, whenever I go home and visit my mum, she does this really annoying thing where she says, "Great, you're going to visit. We can do some sorting out." Yeah, and do you know what that means? It means I have to go through boxes of my old childhood junk and decide what I want to keep from what can go in the bin. And then anything I do want to keep then becomes my responsibility. I have to cart it back to London in boxes, and then every time I move house, once every approximately 6 months, I have to take all the boxes with me. But what it does mean is that I've uncovered a treasure trove of childhood relics, which have helped me to reflect on the kind of child I was and the kind of adult I've become. So, Bill Murray on the 23rd of March 2026, can I get an ooh if you'd like to see what's inside my junk? Okay, the first thing is this. It's my diary from when I was 11. Oh, only it's not a diary about me, little old me. No, it's about my fish. Okay, penned here in what can only be described as Tipex art. This was the book about my 2 pet goldfish, Rocky and Kim. So on the first page, we've just got some sort of stats on them. So type of fish, gold. Length, 8 centimetres. Date bought, 20 of 12, 200. That's so... Yeah, we're filming this. Yeah, do they need to go on aeroplane mode? She's acting, she's like, who, me? Go on, get it out and put it on aeroplane, it's fine. Anyone else, if your phone's on... No, it's fine. It's a laugh, because it's good for live things to happen, so people watching at home... All right. Date bought, we've done that, year 200, yeah. Shop's name, Field Aquatic Nursery. Age 0, vet, don't have a vet yet. I never did get a vet. So I'm going to read you my little entry on Rocky. On the outside, Rocky looks strong, but on the inside, he is not brave. He enjoys company, e.g. when I'm dancing in my room. He moves about more and looks happier, especially when I dance facing the fish tank. Yeah, that's so me. While Kim sits around doing nothing, bit harsh, Rocky's always looking for food. Now, the original entry is actually in Japanese, not in English, because I lived in Japan as a child. And so when I came back to England, this is from when I was 11, I was still doing a lot of my reading and writing in Japanese. So would you like to hear the entry in Japanese as I wrote it? Yeah. Okay. 'Cause if the narrow lens camera angle didn't pick that up, I just kissed someone on the hand. That's opera for you. All right, sorry, I know that was very random. Basically, I accidentally did an opera degree. Yeah, accidentally. I really liked singing when I was at school, and I used to be in the school choir, and it wasn't a sort of in excelsis Deo kind of choir. It was more of a everybody in three-part harmony conducted by the science teacher. Anyway, one time I sang a really high note, and then the choir teacher said, "Wow." I was like, "Rag Street's back." And he said, "Wow, you should be an opera singer." And I'm very impressionable. So off I went. I did 4 years of undergrad, and then when I graduated, the head of singing said, "Can I just ask, do you actually like opera?" I said, "No." No, I didn't, because when opera was first invented, it was kind of like political, and it was a way of calling out the aristocracy. And then about the time that Mozart got to #1, it was just like all about love triangles and affairs, and I kind of found it irrelevant. So I quit. Anyway, I'm not the only one in my family, by the way, who speaks another language. My mum can speak Spanish and Japanese, and my dad, yeah, shout out mummy, and French, sorry. All right, okay. This is my show, so. Oh, the people at home are going to love that. That just happened in the room. Anyway, my dad's really talented as well. He can speak a couple of languages. I've got a recording of him speaking one of them, so I'm just going to play it for you now. This is about as weird as this show gets, but that is my dad speaking duck. Yeah, I don't know if anyone has can speak duck. I don't have a translation. He can also speak angry cat. How good is that with his mouth? Sorry, big up, Dad. Imagine doing that with your mouth. So I think it's pretty clear where I get my operatic talents from. Thanks, Dad. Okay, the next thing in my box is really... Do you want to see the next thing? Ooh. Great. The next thing in my box is really, really soft. It's just so relaxing. To touch, it's so relaxing, and basically it's my my silky ribbons. And if you know me well, you'll know that I love these. Basically what happened is I used to suck my thumb when I was a kid, but then I started to get a gap, and my mum said, she said, "You better stop doing that, otherwise you're going to get a big gap." So instead, I started rubbing silky ribbons. And joke's on her, because I've never grown out of it. So my bed is absolutely filled with these. Yeah, don't touch them. No, unless your hands are really clean, you're not allowed. Okay, next thing in my box is this. My anthology of poems. Thank you, from when I was 7. And I'm just going to start with what smells. I love eating fish, but it smells of raw cabbage. So I don't eat it anymore. But my mum tells me to eat it, so I have to. All right. Thank you. Okay, the next thing in my box are the lyrics of the first love song I ever wrote, the first of many, okay? It's called A Handful of Flowers. Now, age 13, I hadn't yet had my first boyfriend, but all my songs were about being completely screwed over by a man. Okay, verse 1. I found her number in your wardrobe. Love it. We'll have to edit that bit down though. There was too much laughter for anything. Okay, she calls him out. But what did you say? You said you'd never call her, even if you got delayed. It's like a half rhyme. But then I found a message on the answer phone saying she enjoyed last night. But you told me you went on a shopping trip to buy some new cloths to wear. So because of my Japanese primary education, at age 13, my maths was really good, but my English spelling was absolutely terrible. Okay, so then in the chorus, she basically says that I caught you red-handed, what did you say? That you'd buy me something special to make it up to me today. And he got her a handful of flowers, not a bunch, that's key, a handful. I'm gonna sing you verse 2. You could have got me something nicer, like a box of strawberries. It would have been better than something you riped out of next door neighbor's tree. You only feel me when you want me, then you treat me like your wife. But when I find out you've been cheating on me, it hits me like a knife. So I caught you red-handed, but what did you say? You said you'd buy me something special to make it up to me today. But then a handful of flowers, is that all I get for doing all those good deeds that I'll never forget? What? A handful of flowers, is that all I deserve for putting up with match of the day and cooking you plum preserve? Is that all that I'm worth? Thank you. So a bit of a backstory on that note, on that song, Handful of Flowers. I recorded it a cappella onto tape, sent it into a Radio 1 under-18 songwriting competition. Yeah, got a letter back 2 weeks later with no notes, only a written note saying, you haven't got through to the first round. Can you believe that song, that absolute rammer, by a 13-year-old kid didn't even get through? I was like, well, who got through then? Ed fucking Sheeran, I imagine. Okay, next in the box. This poem is called My Dad. When my dad sits on the sofa, he always sits on my best cushion. And the worst thing is, because he always trumps on my best cushion. Yeah, so my dad, well, I rang my dad the other day. He lost his sense of smell and taste last Christmas because of COVID. And I rang him, and every time we catch up, I say, can you still not smell anything? And he said, Amy, I've been sticking my head down the bowl every morning and I still can't smell my own shite. From your own 73-year-old dad, that is gross, isn't it? It's actually not funny, that bit. It's just gross. But that's kind of funny to me. But he's the kind of 73-year-old who still laughs at his own farts, obviously. He's also genuinely amazed when the Iceland food shop that he ordered last week is brought to his door. And he describes his favourite tin of 60p lentil soup from Aldi as fucking gorgeous. Okay, next in the box is this. It's the second love song I ever wrote. It's simply called Come On, Come On. Yeah. Now, it's a bit more empowered than A Handful of Flowers, although she is still being cheated on, but she's a bit more sassy about it. So instead of reading you the lyrics, I'm just going to sing it because I've produced it and turned it into an amazing pop song. I don't normally say amazing, I just added that in, I don't know why. Okay, let's go. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. When I see you look at her like that, I want to explode. When I watch you make that eye contact, I just want to know. Whoa, 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 whoa. When I see you talk to her like that, I want to be psyched. But then you tell me that you love me more. I just don't understand. Do you even love me? Do you even care? Come on, show me you love me. Come on, show me you care. Just tell me this, do you still want me? Just tell me this, or is it the end? Come on, ooh, come on, whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, ooh, come on, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah! Whoa, I'm just thinking, fuck you, Radio 1. Do you know what I mean? There was a little bit of controversy when I did this show. My sister saw it. She was sat with some friends, right? And at the end of the show, they were all like giggling. I said, why are you laughing at Come On, Come On? Her friend Ellie pipes up. She goes, May, by the way, is 4 years younger than me. She went, May told us at school, she wrote Come On, Come On. Then the other friend piped up, yeah, you taught us a dance at after school club and you said, don't tell Amy about this. So just so there's no confusion, I forced May to record this for me.
I, May Webber, publicly acknowledge that all songwriting credits for Come On belong to my sister, Amy Webber.
Brilliant. Okay, the next thing in the box. That's not meant to be in there, but hey, it's a show day, do you know what I mean? It gets very sweaty up here. Also, while I'm on panty liners, I do have a bit of a bone to pick with the designers, right? Because they don't cater for inevitable arse swag. Do you know what I mean? They only do one area of your pants, seriously, and the gusset is also only one. Anyway, if I were to pitch to Always, I've got a new design of a panty liner that I think would be so good. Wouldn't that be fab? Absolutely fab for a summer's day or a sort of stage show, like obviously because I'm a professional singer. Brilliant. Okay, next in the box is this. The first love letter I ever received from my first ever boyfriend, who was called Joe. Ooh. Okay, so me and Joe actually met at a road traffic collision awareness assembly. We went to different schools, so we caught eyes across the auditorium, and he had this look in his eyes that said, I'm 14 and addicted to cigs. And I had a look in my eyes that was so filled with tears, it just said, I'm a young empath. Anyway, we swapped... Thank you. We swapped numbers, landline numbers, and we had what can be described as a landline relationship. So we'd speak every night on the phone for 59 minutes. And then one time I said, Joe, do you think we're like boyfriend and girlfriend? And he said, yeah. Okay, and then the next day he wrote this love letter and gave it to Julian, his neighbour who went to my school, and Julian came over to me and the girls in first break and was like, that's from Joe. So everyone gathered around me and we opened it up and we could not wait to read the love letter, but basically it was actually Joe's modelling headshot. And I've put fruits over his eyes to protect Joe's identity. Now, I think the only thing weirder than him giving that to me as a teenager is that I've kept it all these years. Yeah? There's a little bit of text. It simply says, hey, girlfriend, kiss, no regrets. He dumped me 4 days later over the phone. We never met. Yeah. But it's fine, I'm totally over it. I don't check his Instagram regularly and see how his life's doing with his few dogs and the wife. Okay, the next thing in the box. This CD. Spice Girls. Yeah, we couldn't chuck that away. This was obviously a really iconic album, and I know this show's called Wannabe, so just in case anyone here thought that it was going to be a tribute show, I thought we could just do a little sing-along. Yeah, what do you think? Could you just pick one off the back for us to sing as a group? You can choose anyone. Okay, no, just make a decision on your own as quick as you can. For the people at home. Just anyone. No, not that one. Maybe one nearer the top. Yeah. What a good choice. Okay, everyone, you ready? If you want my future, come on, forget my past. Yes! If you want to get with me, better make it fast. Now don't go wasting my precious time. Get your act together, we could... Okay, this side. I'll tell you what I want. This side. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I want to have. Really, really, really want to sing a sing. If you want to be my lover, good singers only. Gotta get with my friends. Friendship never ends. You have got to give. That's the way it is. Yes, why'd you stop? Why did you stop? Thank you. That was a bit of a laugh, wasn't it? If you felt left out and you didn't know the lyrics, I'm really sorry. But if you did sing along, that's dopamine you can feel right now, seriously. Also, the definition of wannabe, do you know the definition of wannabe is aspiring to be someone else? Just let that sit in the room. Okay. The next thing in my box is the lyrics to a song I wrote when I was 14, okay? It's another one about a boy, okay? It's called Winning Tree, and I still don't know why I called it Winning Tree, because she is not winning, right? She's dumped that cheating guy from the last 2 songs, but it slowly dawned on her that despite being 14, she hasn't reached the milestones that Britney did, and so she's really sad, and she needs him back. We've all been there. I'm just going to read you the lyrics, they get pretty deep. Save my soul tonight. Don't let me be alone with no one beside me to help me when I fall. I was actually such a happy child as well, wasn't I? Yeah. I thought I'd be number 1 and people would love my songs, but somewhere it all fell through and now I need you back. I don't know what kind of TV shows I was watching at this time. I thought I would be a star and get £1 million. Now, my mum actually crossed out £1 million and said that I should say a life of fame, because she explained that actually not everyone who's famous, well, it's not guaranteed that you get £1 million. But I didn't like that, so I crossed it back out and wrote £1 million. But somewhere it all went wrong, and now I need you back. It really speaks to my need for a boyfriend and fame, which I didn't shake till my 30s, but here we are. So I've got a little tape in here. I don't know if any of you have ever seen physical theatre before, but a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, and then a little bit of this.
I'm on a winning tree. I'm on a falling leaf, but who is here to help me get through? To get through when I fall.
Oh, if I could speak to the little 14-year-old Amy, I'd say, oh, bless, your voice is quite shrill and your piano chords are really chunky. But why don't you try it again when you're a professional singer and see if it's any better? So, guys, right here, right now, we're going to perform Winning Tree, okay? So I'm going to need a blackout, please, Stephen. I'm going to need my wind machine. So put your beer down, because you need both hands, and my spotlight. So get on the count of 3, we're all going to go, okay? You ready? 1, 2, 3. Save my soul tonight. Don't let me be alone with no one here to be beside me and help me when I fall. Can you go up a bit? It's a bit horror film. I thought I'd be known. People would love my songs, but somewhere it all... I'm actually worried about you. Keep going. I thought I would be a star and get £1 million, but somewhere it all went wrong, and now I need you back. I'm on a winning tree, I'm on a falling leaf, but who is here to help me get through? Get through when I fall. Give it to her. I'm on a sinking ship, I'm on a falling leave, but there's no one here to help me get through. When I need them most. Yeah, you can stop, follow me. Save my soul tonight. Don't let me be alone with no one here to be beside me and help me through this pain. Come down, come down. Yeah! Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Okay, I'm glad the lights are still dimmed for when I just got ignored for five. Thank you, Stephen. Great, nothing happened here. Thank you. Okay, it's time for another poem. Sometimes this happens. What did I do with my book, my anthology? Okay, I got it. This poem is called My Pet Fish. Now, I wrote this when I was 7, but I didn't get my fish till 11. So I think that is one of the first ever examples documented of manifestation. And I love that for me. Okay. I love my pet fish, but I hate my pet fish because her food, it stinks of poo and fish. Why does she eat it? That's the end of that one. So I've just got a couple more. I was hoping to just run to the back and grab a drink of water. So I was just wondering if anyone in here would want to come up and read a poem for me. Yeah, just two. You're just going to be doing My Dad and the Postman. How about you? Would you be... Yeah? Yeah! No. Yeah, you do the Postman? Okay, great. Give it up for... Will, give it up for Will, thank you. Okay, so... I'll put you here, if you can stand here. Are you a bit taller than me? So if you could start by reading Wobbly Jelly.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. And then actually do the Postman as well. Yeah. And I'll put the music on. Don't try and be funny. Yeah, just read it.
Let the music and the lyrics do the talking. Yeah. Thank you, love.
Jelly is wobbly, like your bottom. But you don't eat your bottom. You eat the wobbly jelly. The postman. Good stuff. When the postman comes, he never brings a letter from, no, for me. It always growls to my mum. Even my letter from Santa growled to my mum.
That was so beautiful. That was lovely. Okay, the next thing in my box is this photo of me and my dad from a football match in 2017, okay? And my dad absolutely loves... Oh, I didn't spill. That was like a third of a pint, but honestly, my life flashed before my eyes for you. My dad loves football, he loves beer, and he loves being a stereotype of a dad. So this is us. Now, around this time in 2017, I'd started having therapy, and I wanted to tell my dad that I was doing it, but I just couldn't do it face to face. So after that football match, I WhatsApped him, and unfortunately, that water's made me really need to burp. That's fine. No, it's gone now. I can't do it. So I WhatsApped him and I said, "Hey Dad, by the way, I've been having therapy for about 3 months now, and although I thought I would spend my sessions talking about my hypochondria and how bad it got when I went to uni, actually I've ended up talking a lot in the sessions about you and me and our turbulent relationship, especially during my teenage years, about how sometimes we would row, and then one time you said you wish you'd had 2 sons instead of 2 daughters, and how you never really wanted to come and see my performances because you'd rather stay home so you could have beer in the football, and another time in a row you confessed that you were never really ready to become a dad." I'm a very open person. And my dad did reply on WhatsApp. He replied with a really simple yellow thumbs up emoji. He said, "At least we get on well now, though." I said, "Yeah, only because I've spent thousands on therapy." Okay. 子供の時に妹と遊びました。 そして私が stupid cow って言って、お母さんがやめてって言ってました。That's just a poem about playing with my sister. I've actually got another one about me and May. 子供の時にお風呂に入って前、妹と遊びました。そして私がバービーがメイのバムクラックに入れて、お母さんが本当にやめてって言ってました。That's another one about playing with my sister. So, yeah. Okay, so the next thing in my box is the first song that I wrote, which isn't about a boy. It's about a man. But not in that way. Okay, so what happened was I was the kind of kid who used to sing in assembly. Yeah, duh. And one time, Mr. Hum, head of year 9, came into my classroom and he pulled me out a lesson. He said, Amy, Mr. Berry, the head, is leaving, and we would like you to write and perform a song for the whole school leavers assembly. I was like this. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. I was absolutely buzzing, and it felt like, probably still is, one of the biggest honours of my life. Okay, so I got to thinking about this song for Mr. B, and initially I wanted to write it as a rap. But then I showed the rap to my mum, and she suggested that because she pays for my singing lessons, it could be better as a song. She had a point. Okay, so I rewrote it as a song, and the problem with Mr. Berry is that he was really aloof as a head teacher, so I just didn't know anything about him. Like, none of the kids, we never saw him around school, but being the young empath I was, I created this vision of the man I thought he could be. I thought Mr. Berry could be the kind of granddad who would take the kids to Woolworths at the weekend, and they'd walk past the pick and mix bit and he'd go, I'm not spending my bloody money on sweets. But then he'd nick 2 foamy bananas and put them in his pocket, and then when they got out the shop he'd give them to the grandkids and say, don't tell the security guards, and he'd be northern. And I thought he'd be the kind of husband who, when the wife cooks a roast dinner on a Sunday, he'd come into the kitchen and give her a hug and a kiss from behind and say, you don't need my help, do you? And the kind of father who, when the eldest daughter would bring in a crispy brown roast chicken and lay it on the beautifully laid table, he'd say, I am sorry about your best cushion, but that chicken looks fucking gorgeous. So I ended up writing a really, really heartfelt song for a man I really, really didn't know. And now I'm going to recreate my assembly performance. So 2 bits of context. First is that the original whole school assembly, I sat at the piano and sang at the same time, like Adele does. Second bit of context is that at this time I had a boyfriend, obviously, thank you, and he was year above. Yeah, and he moved over from Ireland in year 8, so he had a slight Irish accent. He played basketball and had a massive saxophone. Yeah, right? So him and his friends had never seen me sing because they were year 10 and I always sang in the year 9 assemblies. So this was my moment to shine. Yeah? This is called Goodbye, Mr. Berry. Did someone just say, uh-oh? Oh, I love it. Okay. Wait, hang on. I just actually want to turn this. Oh, wow, we're all maxed out. Okay, let's go. One day you came to help us, but someday you've gotta go. You helped us climb this mountain. You showed us how to do it alone. Remembering all our faces, he didn't. Remembering all our names. And my mum did this rhyme. You guided every one of us to help us reach our aims. Chorus. Thank you from all. Goodbye from all. Although it's sad, we've got all the good times to remember. And then I stood up and kicked over my stool, and the year 7s were clapping. Even when you're gone, you will still be there. Shadows in our memory of undivided care. The footprints you left beside us, no one can destroy. And then I told a lie. We will never forget this school which we enjoyed. And then everyone started waving. Thank you from all. Goodbye from all. Although it's sad, please don't cry. And guys, you didn't think I was going to let that rap go to waste, did you? Sometimes people help us, but sometimes they gotta go. They watch us grow older through the good and the bad and the sad. It's a great experience doing it, even though it's hard work. Not everybody has the honor of doing it. I said you gotta be pretty good. Sing it with me now, you gotta be pretty good. Everybody, yeah, you gotta be pretty good. Come on, you gotta be pretty good. Everybody, yeah, you gotta be pretty good. Okay, so that was just for you lot, yeah? I didn't do that in assembly. And I think then after the groundbreaking performance, there was like a massive round of applause or something like that. So, I go out onto the playground, yeah, and Tim, my boyfriend, Tom, actually, Tom, and his friends are sort of talking and looking over at me. I'm like this. Here we go. Here we bloody go. He comes over, he says, Amy, I need to talk to you. I said, yes. He said, Amy, we need to break up. I said, why? Is it the age gap? Because it is a bit weird that you're year 10 and I'm a year 9. He said, no, it's not that. It's just my friends don't think you're fit. How nasty is that? Thank you, especially the ladies, for dropping your literal jaws at that. What? I didn't realise Tom was a fucking sheep. And I said, what? If your friends told you to jump off a cliff, would you do that? But I didn't think of that till a year afterwards. Anyway, guys, joke's on Tom, because 15 years later, him, age 30, me, a mere 29, we matched on Tinder and went on a date! Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm fit enough for you now, am I? If you wanted a bush, why didn't you say? Anyway. I knew you'd like that one. Anyway, we go on the date and it's kind of average, right? We part ways at the end of the date, and as I'm on my way home, my friend voice notes me, as friends do. She said, how was the date? Did anything happen with Tom? And when I got home, as I took my makeup off, I left her a little video. And I explained in the video that me and Tom had a little snog, but how the snog was kind of average. Yeah? Only I didn't send the video to Gabby.
Like basically there's not much like dynamic variation, so it's just like this, like so like obviously that's fine, it's not bad, but there's no like I don't need to do a demo of what good kissing would look like, but it'd be like fast, slow, bite the lip, pull back, forward and in, fast, bit of tongue, stop, pause, stillness, breath, upper lip, lift, and down and fast, and we're back to the side, to the real side, to the big reach.
By the time I realised I'd sent that to him, it was 45 minutes later, and the video had 2 blue ticks. More on that later. Anyway, on that day, Tom did ask me, he said, what have you been up to the last few years? I said, oh, just, doing teaching, doing men. I said, seriously, I've always either got a boyfriend or I'm seeing someone. He said, do you think that's a problem? And I was like, no. But then it got me thinking. I was like, well, maybe it is a problem that I use male validation to numb my inner critic and my voice that tells me that despite being a wannabe all my life, I've never actually made it as a pop star or a wife. He said, this is quite intense for a first date. And I was like, hello? I am intense. Okay, let me tell you guys a story. One time I sang at my friend's wedding and I wore this big orange dress for singing, and then she said, oh, for the evening part you can get changed if you want. And I was like, no way, I want to be dressed as the wedding singer so everyone knows it was me. Right, imagine this, as she walks down the aisle in this massive church, I was in the corner going, giving it, oh mio bambino caro, mi piace dry eye in the house. And then, as they were signing the register, I was like propped up against the piano in the corner, like, I don't go out late, don't get it go. I'm home about it, just me and my radio. And misbehaving, I'm saving my love. Anyway, the compliments were coming in thick and fast. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it was like a taste of stardom. And I actually got some attention from the male gaze as well. I ended up snogging 2 different men that night, bit of a legendio, thank you. In the early hours of the morning, me and one of the guys snuck off, and as we were walking, I was like, arm in arm, I said, I suppose you want me to teach you the Gilbert and Sullivan trio. 3 little maids from school up, we filled to the brim with good. He didn't reply, but he did offer me some cocaine. I was like, I don't need drugs, I'm high on attention. But the attention seemed less worth it the next morning when I woke up fully clothed in my car where he'd left me to sleep. And as I tried to desperately piece together what had happened the night before, I had this vague recollection of having sex. And I couldn't really piece together what happened and where it happened and if I'd actually consented to any of it. And as I started to worry, this thought came in which kind of suppressed it all, and it was like, at least you got some attention, you legend. It took me a year to stop blaming myself for what happened that night and a year to call it what it was, which is sexual assault. And I'm fine. It wasn't something that scarred me or haunted me and affected my day-to-day life, and for that I'm one of the lucky ones. But there was something in me that wanted to talk about it in this show, not just because every one-woman show has a sad bit 45 minutes in as a dramatic device, but because I think I wanted to reflect on some of the dark times I was in during the time that I was also feeling like a wannabe. About a year after it happened, my friend suggested that it could be cathartic to have a phone call with the guy, who was posh, by the way. I thought that was a good idea, so I had a very frank and confident phone call where I patronisingly explained what consent was and why it's important. He seemed to be a bit remorseful, but mostly that was for his girlfriend of 7 years who he cheated on that night. And something he said on the phone, which I'll never forget, he went like this. I just want to reassure you, nothing like this has ever happened before. Before I congratulated Sebastian on his self-control, I thought, I'm sure I've heard that line somewhere before. My name's David Cameron, and this one time I stuck my dick and possibly my balls inside a dead pig's mouth. But nothing like this has ever happened before. Funny, I can think of another one as well. My name's Matt Hancock, and this one time I was caught snogging a woman who wasn't my wife during lockdown, but let me assure you, nothing like this has ever happened before. Thank you. Absolutely unbelievable. No, we're over it. It was a tiny phone call. Doesn't matter. Who was it? Was it you? Not my own fucking mother. It's fine. All right, now well, don't worry, because we've got more. We've got more where that came from. My name's Prince Andrew, or just Andrew, and actually there's a photograph of me with my arm around the waist of a teenage girl, but I promise you it can't have been me because I have this medically rare and incredibly complex condition which means I can't sweat. And even if it was me, it can't have been me because that night I was actually at a Pizza Express in Woking eating a margarita. That's my favourite flavour, and even if it was me, it can't have been me because I promise nothing like this has ever happened before. Yeah! Thank you! Guys, do you think I made opera political again? Yeah! Wow, what an absolute legend. Thank you. Okay, back to me. So, in the last year, I've been doing loads of healing and growth. And I actually finally feel like I'm not a wannabe anymore. Like I'm being myself more than ever, and I'm enjoying being myself. And I stand here today without a boyfriend and without an agent, and I feel content. Yeah! Thank you. All I've got is this box of old junk from my mum's garage and the silky shirt on my back. and my Japanese Monpei trousers, and my good, if not overly qualified singing voice, and my morals, my wishes for a free Palestine, and my solidarity with my trans brothers and sisters, and my absolute bangers that I wrote when I was a teenager. And guys, the show's not over yet because I got one more song for you. So I'm just going to need 2 volunteers to come onto the stage, please. Would you want to come? Yeah, okay, cool. Because you know straight away when it's a no. You do know. That was like, okay, I could be persuaded. Okay, so we got one person over here, and then maybe, would you be up for it? Yeah? Okay, love it. So,
Just going to pop that down.
thank you to my oh no.
It's
good. Okay. So if you could stand there, thank you, and you stand there, and then both of you, can you face the back? Because you are my backing dancers. Yeah, so it's really easy choreo, don't worry at all. Now, I got this choreography from a dancer called May Webber. So, left hand, you click in the air, click up and left. So it's 1 click up, 1 click down, and then you kind of like swivel your bum around while bouncing it. Yeah, really, if you can't do it, just bounce. Anyone not in the biz, sorry, this is called a rehearsal. Do you need a wee? Yeah, go for it, go for it. Because I made you laugh. Hey, you didn't piss the seat, did you? No, they're waterproof here. Then it's right hand, same again. So click up, click down, shake your bum back round. Lovely. Now, I'm not saying that you're not professionals already, but make sure it's a straight arm when you do the click. Yeah, so it can't have a bent elbow. Okay. So in the start, I'll be singing the verse, and that's all sort of all eyes on me. So you guys are just going to be in a freeze frame. I'm thinking hands on hips. Lovely. And then in the chorus, I'll tell you when you just come to life and you do the dance routine. Yeah? And I'll face the back a bit with you as well, but just basically don't turn around. No, at the very end, then we'll all clap along and then we'll all turn around, okay? And then you guys can clap as well. Okay, so I'm going to perform for you Come On, Come On, written by 13-year-old Amy, performed live in the room. This is verse 2. When I see you on the phone in the park, I really want to listen. You told me you would never call her up, but I think that's a lead. You're gonna have to try a little harder if you wanna keep me. Cause when I see you in the quave for the club, I know that you want me. Do you even love me? Do you even care? Let's left hand, come on, show me you love me. Come on, show me you care. Just tell me this, do you still want me? Just tell me this, or is it keep going? Come on, ooh, come on, whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, clap your hands, turn around ladies. Come on, whoa, clap your hands. Ooh, come on, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, don't read them now, but that is my CV, just in case anyone's got any sort of singing work, songwriting, or there's sort of any agents here, just grab one of them. And if there's any on the floor, please pick them up so some poor fucker doesn't have to. Okay, well, that's the end. So all that's left to do is just leave you with this.
Hi, Amy. As enlightening as the video was, I'm guessing it wasn't actually meant for me. So yeah, I just wanted to say I don't think we should meet again, and not because of the video. I just don't think it would work with the age gap. And yeah, so yeah, take care. Good luck with therapy. Bye bye.
I did not want to dwell on it. So I just sent back a really, really short song that I wrote him. So like, obviously that's fine, it's not bad.
So like, obviously that's fine, it's not bad. Fast, fast, slow. Fast, slow. Breath. Fast, lift, stop. Bit of time. Dynamic variation. It's not bad. Dynamic variation. Stop. Fast, slow. Upper lip, lift. Breath. To the side. Fast. Yeah, stop.
Okay, that really is the end of the show. Thank you. Okay, if anyone would love to see that, yeah, if anyone wants to take a picture, and tag me. I'm not being funny. I would really love to thank my director who's in the room. She probably won't want to come up, but she's also called Amy. She's called Amy Gavin. She's really helped me she's not only a best friend, but she's brought this show to life, and she's helping me at the moment bring my third one-woman show to life. And I'm so excited, and I'm so grateful for you to for putting all these ideas into an actual show. Yeah. Love you big time. I assume you don't want to come up and take a bow. No, I didn't think that was your thing. And then thanks everyone so much for coming and being enthusiastic in the film. If you were affected by the subject matter of sexual assault in today's show, then a website for support that I would recommend is called sarsas.org.uk. That's SARSAS. And are there any other announcements? Oh yeah, so I'm writing my third show, and it's called Joyride. And it's going to be here on Sunday the 7th of June, so I'd love you to all come. I really appreciate your support. I know some of you, I don't know some of you, and I appreciate all of you for coming. I'm just going to leave you with this. Have I missed anything, Amy? Oh, thank God. Thank God. That's the show, okay, and I'm just going to leave you with this so it's in your heads forevermore. Please take your glasses out as you go, and thank you to the Bill Murray. What a gorgeous pub. Come to a comedy night here because it's amazing. Okay, goodbye, thank you. Hold that thought. Can we put the house lights on, Stephen? I'll just get a selfie, you know, as I do. Now, I always say when I do the selfie, if there's anyone who's not meant to be here, cover your head. Actually, I think there is one person here today who's not meant to be here. Right, where's my phone? Oh, there it is. One little selfie, yeah?
Yeah.
For the social. Oh, you guys, can you stand? Should we shuffle? Yeah. Shuffle. Beggars can't be choosers. Should we crouch?
You and me.
It's in the aisle or nothing. And do you know what? It's fine if you're not asked. Yeah, but no, go in the aisle. Come on, it's you two. You got on stage, for God's sake. Thank you to all my volunteers as well. And Stephen on side. Yeah, get the money in. He was exiled because our phone went off. Okay. Oh, gorgeous. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's great. But yeah, put hands like by your face. Thank you so much. Back to the outro. Get out, everyone. Stay for a drink, but get out quick.
I want to explode. When I see you talk to her like that, I just want to know. When I watch you make that eye contact, I want to be psyched. But then you tell me that you love me more. I just don't understand. Do you still love me? Do you still care? Come on, show me you love me. Come on, show me you care. Just tell me this. Do you still want me? Just tell me this. Or is it the end? Come on. Ooh, come on. Whoa. Come on. Ooh, come on. When I see you on the phone in the park, I really want to listen. You told me you would never call her up, but I think that's a lead. You're gonna have to try a little harder if you wanna keep me. 'Cause when I see you in the quave at the club, I know that you want me. Do you still love me? Do you still care? Come on, show me you love me. Come on, show me you care. Just tell me this. Do you still want me? Just tell me this. Or is it the end? Come on. Ooh, come on. Whoa. Come on. Ooh, come on. Whoa. Come on. Ooh, come on. Whoa.